Is it working? Oh, hi all. I'm Elena. I these two albums on YouTube and then kept crashing. So now I have to do this for my webcam. It's not the greatest quality, but you can always go to high HD maybe if my thing is even that great. So you can always do that. I'm pretty sure you won't see me that badly. But since I already did those two Beatles albums, I don't feel like talking about it anymore. I'm gonna move on to the next one, which is Let It Be. Now Let It Be. Let me see if I get this right. Let It Be was recorded after. It was recorded after Abbey Road. Abbey Road was not the last Beatles album, but everyone should know this by now. It was not the last Beatles album by a long shot. Not by a long shot. It was the second to last, but it wasn't the last one. The Beatles decided to write this album. They wanted it to have a live feel, and they got Phil Spector to do the production. And I don't know why they did that, but they did it. And Phil didn't really. They were kind of fucked doing this album because they didn't get what they wanted in terms of how the album sounded and what what their vision was. They wanted to be like a live recording. They wanted to do it live, and it it wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't. They didn't do it right. They did release an album called Let It Be Naked. I never heard it, but I have doubts that it actually sounds like a live recording. You only get live if you do it live. This album, like all the rest of the remasters, is cool looking. It has what's the word? It has it looks like it looks kind of done like a vinyl. Sorry, I didn't mean to look at the album like that. This is they have booklets, and the booklets have pictures, and in there it should be like little stories about the album that tells you about. So it's pretty cool. Of course, everyone knows around this time this famous documentary I've yet to see, where the Beatles were like hate each other and like they all wanted to die and kill each other too. So you have that going on there, and you can hear it. One song that really talks about it is George Harrison's song "I Mean Mine," which is pretty much saying, you and Paul, or just Paul, pretty much. And it was said that Paul worked really hard on his songs and made other people work really hard on his songs, but didn't really do much for anyone else. I mean, not saying he didn't try hard for everything. Oh my God, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, from what I understand from the scenes I've seen and from things I read about the album and the documentary, Paul and John didn't really care about George Harrison's songs or even Ringo's song that he got once every album. But I mean, mine is George Harrison's like, you Paul, you don't care about anyone else. You just about yourself. Might be a little bit about Jonathan too, but most of these songs on here, they don't really have a defining theme. I don't think. Maybe they do. It seems like to me, maybe it might be like they have a one. It's kind of like they want to get back to where they can. I'm saying the names of songs, but they want to go back to what they were before. But then they know they're gonna. Then they know it's gonna end soon. They know they're not gonna last that long. And I guess you could say it's just a problem that when they started out, they were a group. You see how they're all together, standing by each other, and now they're separate. They're four individuals with totally different musical ideas and personal beliefs, and they just don't see eye to eye anymore. And all the things that they were, did separately is probably did it better together than they did it separately. But that's my opinion. My favorite song on this album would probably be "Two of Us." It's Paul McCartney and John Lennon sing this song together, and people like to say that he wrote that about Linda, but he and Linda were only together for like a year, or maybe at the most two. But I think it's only together for a year. So I mean, I could see how in romance you could, be like, oh, two of us did all this and that, but really, him and John had a longer relationship than him and her at the point. So I think it's more about John Lennon than it is about anyone else. And it feels heartfelt if you think about it in that terms more than you think about him and Linda. I mean, maybe if you wrote the song Two of Us later on in life about her, I'll be like, okay, it's about her, but I think it's more like about John. You have some throwaway songs like Dig It, Maggie May, and they're kind of like small, short jams. They're only like a couple seconds, not a couple seconds, but it's only like just shy of a minute long. And they're like, yeah, I think Maggie May is like an English standard or a Liverpool standard, something like that. And I'm not sure about Dig It, but you just saying Dig It or something like that. I don't remember. It's kind of bluesy on this album a little bit. For You Blue, I remember being bluesy. I think George Harrison sings that. And then you have Dick a Pony, and that's bluesy too. And that's only two bluesy songs really. But I mean, it's just kind of slow. Nothing really, you know, moves a lot. You know, even I Got a Feeling, which is pretty much two songs put together. But I don't know. I see it as I'll say I've Got a Feeling, Long and Winding Road are kind of like songs are like looking forward on what's going to happen and like Get Back Into Us, you know, or kind of going back, and then Let It Be is like in the middle, like saying, you know, we gotta deal with this until we're done. So that's my whole theory on the album. As far as individual songs, I mean, the rest of them are fine. It's not my favorite Beatles album, but it's one of it's like my first one I bought. And I just remember really loving Two of Us and Long and Winding Road. A lot of people talk a lot of crap about it. It's not that bad of a song. I think it's pretty good. They took away all the strings, and I think it'd be better if it was just Paul and piano, because you know he didn't need strings really. But this album was good. It wasn't as bad as everyone thought. You know, everyone thinks, and you can tell by just the songs and just the way it feels that they're gonna break up soon. Maybe that's hindsight bias, but if I was listening to it, I feel like if I was listening to it back then, I would probably think that something was weird. But hindsight bias really this. You should definitely get this. I would buy this later. Then I wouldn't buy this first. I don't think. But if you do buy it, make sure to get this case because again, it's pretty cool. All right, bye.